Hello, my congratulations, you're here, you didn't give up, and we continue learning English here together. And let's continue learning B2 unit according to student's book English file upper intermediate level. I remember you can print this book, so did I. Yeah. Example, and you can write down some vocabulary here, new vocabulary for you, or grammar, I don't know, and or you can just conspect, do conspect, and use my lessons on Progress Me at Vibe. Here you can practice our new vocabulary here. You can read them and click the link and do some new tasks to learn the vocabulary. And so on. Let's start from here. Today we learn this number communication, page 107 and 111. Okay, let's read the first task. Now look at the photo of Dave and John. What do you think the age difference is between them? We continue this theme. Age gap friendship. As for them, I think they are good friends because he's very mad and he remembers, for example, from today, how life is very crazy. I don't know. And he is very maybe stubborn person or very interesting man, and it's interesting to communicate with him, for John. I think it's Dave and this is John. Okay, and let's continue. Communication. The joy of the age gap friendship. Read about Dave and John and compare what they say about each other. Today we should read these two texts, and then we should do some tasks. And this task, my favorite one, with new vocabulary, interesting vocabulary. Let's continue. Let's start, of course. Let's read Dave on John. Dave is 53 and John is 34. Let's read and underline new vocabulary or just interesting phrases, I don't know. Sorry. I first met John when I gave him a lift to a music festival. We can see give somebody a lift. What is it? How do you think? It means to pick up somebody and drive somewhere. I don't know. In Russian it will be this one. Here. Give somebody a lift. Let's continue. It was the first festival I'd been to since I was a teenager. He jumped into my car with a friend of ours. My first impression was that he was a bit ignorant. Because he didn't want to join in our conversation about cars, but he works as a journalist, and so I thought he must be an interesting person, which as I later found out he is. Let's look at this text extract. We can see here maybe new word, maybe not new. Ignorant. This one. In English, we can explain it as Mm, unaware, yep. It's about it's when we don't know something and it's bad. Let's continue. And one second. I want to find other synonyms. Yeah, unaware and uninformed are right down. Not more. Okay, let's continue. Here we can see the word. Next. We go to the gym together and mostly we go out to the pub. Our friendship was a gradual process. Gradual means from step to step. Yep, step by step. In Russian it will be постепенный процесс. This one. Next, I talked to him a lot and gave him advice when he was getting divorced. Divorced, it's when maybe you dumped your wife or husband. I also counseled his ex-wife because I was also friendly with her. I've learned never to take sides, something I've tried to teach John. To take sides, it means we can translate, мы можем это перевести дословно, take sides in Russian, принимать чью-то сторону. I've learned never to take sides, то есть to be on somebody's side, to be on somebody's opinion. Yeah, not to be. Yep, he wants not to be on somebody's opinion. Let's continue. Something I've tried to teach John. Yep, he's quite a private person, so I think it's good to get him to open up more. Open up means to reveal maybe ourselves. Yep, just to open. Let's continue. I love the fact that he doesn't take himself too seriously. We are just comfortable with each other and can laugh in any situation. We both like being the center of attention, and if one is getting more, the other won't like it. I don't know why are they why they're friends, because this fact shows us upside down. I don't know. There aren't any interesting vocabulary, I think. Let's continue. We complain about each other. Complain about, it's interesting, I think, means жаловаться. But, yep, complain. But he's very loyal. Loyal means reliable or faithful. Loyal. This one. I've never noticed the age difference. Hopefully, I'll be happy to push me around in a wheelchair in my old age. He'll be happy to push me around. Push me around in a wheelchair. Wheelchair for disabled people. I don't know, maybe инвалидная коляска. To push me around, to drive me around, yeah, такая. To take me around the city and so on. Just катать. Next. And let's consider other interesting words in this text. John and Dave. A group of us had tickets to a music festival And my friend said that a guy called Dave, who was a bit older, would give us a lift. Give a lift, yeah, from this one. We know it. He arrived in his BMW. He didn't look at his age, but he talked about cars for 5 hours, and I thought he was really boring. However, the next day he cooked us a great barbecue, and I thought maybe he is not so bad after all. We lived around the corner from each other, so we started meeting at the pub or watching local bands play. We still go to festivals. The funny thing is, we don't have much in common, общего. He loves cars. I couldn't care less. I think I will not be able to explain this phrase in English, but I'll try maybe. It means I don't care. Yeah? I don't care. Мне все равно. In Russian it will be, мне все равно. I don't care. Maybe. And I couldn't care less. It's more. I don't know the word in English. Выразительное. It's more expressive, maybe. Yep. And меня это совершенно не волнует in Russian. Okay. I added this word to our vocabulary here. I think, yep. Yeah. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less without. Okay, let's continue. I love sport. He doesn't understand football, but we both like talking to people. We are competitive in our friendship. So, for example, we are always trying to be funnier than each other. We argue a lot, mostly about politics. I'm more left-wing and he is more right-wing. For example, left side and right side, yeah. But then we are best mates again. Let's continue. Being around someone like Dave, who is so full of life, is refreshing. Our friendship is fun, but it goes a lot deeper. I look up to him in some ways. Look up to respect somebody, or to it's when you want to be like somebody. Равняться на кого-то. Yep, to look up to this one. My dad died when I was 19, and Dave is someone I can talk to about that. Maybe he sees me as some sort of weird son. Weird means strange. I didn't add this word. He's not just fun, he's a really kind person. If I was in trouble and could only make one call, it would be to Dave. There are less new words, yep, than this text. Okay, so let's do one task, yeah? Maybe how they met, what their first impression of each other were, and how they changed. They met when Dave gave him a lift, drove him somewhere. And as for the first impression, you can pause the video and answer these questions yourself. As for first impression, they didn't like each other, they didn't enjoy each other, and for example, John thought that Dave was boring, yeah. because he was always talking about cars, something like that. Okay, what they do together? I remember they go to pubs together. What they have in common and how they are different? They are very different. Yep, they are very different. For example, John says, I love sport. He doesn't understand football. Next, what they like about each other. Because they can talk, John can talk to Dave about his father and so on. And Dave likes John, I think, because he's very, I don't know, refreshing maybe. Do you think you would get on well with Dave or John? I don't know. I think not. I don't know why. I don't like their appearance, maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's do the other task. Complete some phrases from the 4 texts. Compare with a partner and explain what they mean in your own words. Dailies. We just clicked. Can you remember it's when we became friends at once? Yep. Let's check. Yep, clicked. Let's continue. Shan, we hit it off. Yeah, hit it off. Have a good friendly friendship with somebody. Somebody. It means to get on well. Yep, get on well. It means hit it off. We never think of our age gap. Yep, age gap. Yep. Next, age difference. 4. She teaches me to see things from other people's point of view. Okay, it's easy. Let's continue. I've learned never to take sides. It's easy. Let's continue. He loves cars. I couldn't care less. We can read here. Used to say often rudely that you do not think that something is important or worth worrying about. It means just I don't care. Yep. I look up to him. Look up to admire or respect somebody. And our last one. Talk to a partner. You can pause the video and answer the questions yourself. And as for me, I can answer too. Are you good friends with anyone who is a lot older or younger than you? I think no, I am not. If yes, how did you meet? Why do you get on well? What kind of things do you do together? Why do you hit it off, maybe? Okay. If no, what advantages do you think there are to having a friend of a different generation? What advantages do you think there are to having a friend of a different generation? Maybe he can learn some, he can teach you something, I don't know. As for me, and he maybe understands you better. I think the person, a friend of a different generation, a friend of old, I don't know, ages, yep. Maybe he can replace your mother or grandmother if you didn't have, or grandfather, or father, yes. And a young friend can refresh your life and to crazy it. To make you happy. Yep. Anyway. Next, is there a family member from a different generation who you are close to? What do you like about them? I don't know. I think not, there isn't. But because I like when old people are understandable, and it's when they не навязывают свою точку зрения. Давайте загуглим. Let's Google it. О, Яндекс. To make your point of view. It was easy. Okay, I like when somebody is not making his point of view. Something like that. Okay, and he's a good person. Okay, next lesson we should do other tasks according to grammar tasks. We do grammar bank, this page. You're welcome, next lesson. And we should do some tasks. Then we should do vocabulary page. It will be interesting, I think. That's all for now. See you next time. Thank you for being here with me. Bye bye. Goodbye.